Hello, hello. Welcome to All the Yarn. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I hope you all had an amazing June. I did. I'm just giving you a heads up. I think I said this last time and then it was like a kind of a normal length video, but this one's going to be short. I'm trying to do it in one take, no editing, pop it up yet today. It is July 3rd. And which means I'm running a little bit behind. But yeah, try to make a quick video, kind of recap what June was, and then go enjoy. I'm living in America here, so go enjoy the 4th of July. So anyway, without further ado, I am Lindsay, and I am your hostess here at the Hot Mess Crafting Express. And I love to knit and sometimes crochet and sew and weave, and I'm learning how to spin. I hope to give an update on that later, not today though. But yeah, I've been doing a little bit of knitting. I did actually quite a bit. At the beginning of the month, I had a road trip to North Carolina. Oh my gosh, 26 hours in a car plus, I don't know, 10 hours on a boat. So a lot of knitting got done, and one of the things that got done was my Darkwater. Da, 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 da. How exciting is that? Wow. I'm telling you, Jennifer Steingass of Knit Love Wool, I love her colorwork yoke sweaters. I just love them. So this is one of hers, and this is done in the Laneras Polworth. It's their Polworth yarn. It's a fingering base. This green, it actually looks a lot darker in person than what it's coming out. I've got light coming in here, so it's actually a little bit darker than that. But look at, well, I say that and then I say, look at all the colors. There you go. There's all those colors in there. So when you're looking at it, like in person, it's like, oh, kind of blue, kind of green. And then you look up close, it's like, oh, wow, there's, 7 different shades of green in there. There's some navy. And then just this wonderful geometric design. I'm excited. I absolutely love it. It's a little hot to be wearing it right now, but still very excited about this, this finished object. I have one more that I also finished on the card. I'll put these on. These are my Driving Mitts Daisy, and I did modify the pattern, so I'll go through the pattern mods. And I am doing this without notes, which means I don't remember all the things. I apologize, but here they are. And I'm tucking in the ends. So you guys, I'm trying to tuck in the ends to pretend. To me, it's done, but yeah, I gotta weave in my ends yet. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Okay, this is so fuzzy. It has a lot of halo to it. It's just a very fuzzy, crinkly yarn. And then this is baby alpaca, so it also has a halo, but in a completely different way. So these mitts have quite a bit of texture to them. The Driving Mitts Daisy, I modified it actually quite a bit because this ribbing pattern right here is supposed to go all the way through. But when this yarn was so crinkly, there was just no way I could read my knitting. I couldn't tell where I couldn't read the knitting or the ribbing on it. So I said, I'll just do one by one. It's okay. But I followed the pattern for like how many to cast on and, how far to knit before starting the thumb increases. I sort of followed the pattern for the thumb increases here. I did it a little bit differently than what the pattern actually calls for, but I kind of like the way it turned out. So you get a little bit of I did my pattern increases here, and I think they have it done right here. I liked this though. It was as Bob Ross would say, it was a happy accident. So, and then I bound these off, I think. I don't remember what I did. I don't know if I followed the pattern there or not. And then at the top, I decided I'd put just a little bit of the fuzzy in there again, and I gotta weave in that end. You can kind of see where I started my row. But anyway, yes, Driving Mitts Daisies. This is Blue Sky Alpaca Farm, I think. Blue Sky Alpaca. I'll put it in the notes, guys, because I'm flying blind today. And this is Wolk felt, I think. Again, down the notes. I got it all there. Driving Mitts Daisy. And with these done, I have another set of fingerless mitts that I'm hoping to, I don't think I have the yarn wound up yet, but I definitely want to get another set on the needles. Yeah. Trying to use up some of my DK I am trying to use up some of my DK single skein stash. And I love fingerless mitts. I've done mittens as well, but I like fingerless mitts. I end up using them more often because I do a lot on my computer. And what's great about the fingerless mitts is that you can wear them while typing. So that's something I'm just a big fan of. And so, yeah, I just kind of slowly, this is not really a goal-oriented thing, but just slowly using up my single skein DK yarn stash, doing fingerless mitts. So yeah, those are my two FOs, the Darkwater pattern by Jennifer Steingass of Knit Love Wool and Driving Mitts Daisies. I don't remember the pattern designer, I apologize, but she's down below. Then I also have just one whip with many skeins rolling around on the floor in front of me here. All right, this is my Treelight. All of a sudden I want to call it Treehouse. I'm pretty sure it's Treelight. Sweater. This is also by Jennifer Steingass, Knit Love Wool again. Once you find a designer whose sweaters you know fit you, like I just go all in. So hold on, guys. So if you'll remember, this is this is not the first time I've shown it. This is a bottom-up sweater. And on bottom-up sweaters, at least most of the ones that I have knit, you knit the body, and then you knit the sleeves, and then you join in the round. And y'all, I'm not even kidding. I have just pulled my needle out. Oh my word. Like, we're talking about 10 inches of 10 inches of knitting on a color work round, and the needle was pulled out. This is terrible. Hey guys, just so you know, I'm a real person and I really do live a hot mess kind of life where that kind of stuff happens. Okay. Crisis averted. All the stitches are back on the needle. We are good to go. Got some yarn management problems here, but that's okay. All right, y'all. Say what? Look at that. Okay, so I believe I was like somewhere in here the last time I showed this. So that road trip, I finished the body, I finished the sleeves, and now I'm on the best part, which is the color work yoke. And I am using Madeline Tosh Vintage Worsted in Cenote. I was corrected. Oh my goodness. So my local yarn group has started meeting monthly, and I am ecstatic about it. It is so nice to see other knitters in person, and well, not even just knitters, but other crafters in person, and do the crafty things together. It's been so nice. And then you learn things like this is not Cenote, it's Cenote. So I apologize for saying it incorrectly to begin with when I mentioned it last week. And then I have, I believe this is birch. It's a natural with just itty bitty speckles in it, baby speckles. And then we have Thunderstorm, which is like, y'all know me, a navy nearly black, because I'm predictable. And then I have Celadon, which I'll be honest, I'm starting to regret this purchase. I just, you know, sometimes what looks good when they're all skeined up you start looking at it when it's knitting up and you're like, I don't think that's gonna work. So let me see if I can do this without, oh my goodness, the yarn management going on my lap is just utter chaos. Okay, look how close that is. I think I'm gonna have to trade this out for, I'm thinking like Astrid Gray. I think that's gonna work better. I just don't, it's like, it's different and you can see that it's different, but when you're talking about just like a couple of stitches between, I mean, you know, here's like 5 stitches of Cenote, here's 2 stitches of Celadon, you're not gonna see it. It's just too close. That happens. So I think I'm gonna have to switch it out for a gray, but I've got 2 rounds of color work done. We are in my favorite section. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. When I joined everything together and I did the things you're supposed to do, and then you knit some rows, and okay, so then I started the color work. I was off by 4 stitches, meaning I had 4 extra stitches than what I should have had by the pattern. On a good day, I would have just counted my stitches before I started the color work, or just tinked back 1 row and knit an extra row, or tinked back 2 rows and knit that 1 row, and spread out probably right by the armpit, or, you know, on the arms, 4 decreases, you know, and it wouldn't have made a difference. Is that what this girl did? No, that is not what this girl did. This girl decides, you know what? That little shibasha, whatever it's going to be while I try to fix it, it's right back here. That's where it's going to show up on that yoke. You know who's never going to see that? This girl. Do you think I care if other people see what's going on right there? I'm not sure what that is. I don't care. I don't care. My hair's long enough. At least it is right now. I'm actually about to chop it, but right now my hair's long enough. And if it's this long in the winter, no one's going to see that. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm laughing at myself because honestly, this would have been an extremely easy fix where it would have been absolutely not noticeable at all. And I am not in the headspace to fix it. I'm going to put this, there's going to be this little whopper jawy section and the first couple rows of color work, and I just don't care. That's where I am today, you know? It's been, the first 2 weeks of this month were kind of crazy. I was working way too many hours, and the second half of this month was not as crazy, but still like too crazy. And I just haven't been able to knit very much. So then when I finally did, and then there was a mistake, I thought, you know, I don't care. I don't care. And when I don't know, not everybody's like this, but I know when I wear my knits, when I don't just put them on based off of like, oh, I feel like wearing that color today. I sometimes put them on based off of that mood that I felt when I was knitting that. That's the mood I want today. You know, so they're almost, it's not just you're knitting with the colors and the patterns and everything. I put my mood into those knits so that I can grab that mood and wear that mood on a later day, you know? And this is my, I just don't give up kind of mood, you know? And I know that there are going to be days in this coming winter and winters to come where I'm just not going to give up. You know, just not. And so that is why I have chosen to not fix it the multiple ways that I could have correctly fixed things. I'm just going to go forward. So that's what we're doing today, guys. All right. So I know I'm speeding right along. So whips, nope, FOs and whips. And as I duck down and pop right back up, everything's on the floor today. Usually I have a table, but not today. This is my attitude of gratitude. So my knitting friend, well, crafting friend, we do all the crafts. And I feel like she does much more than I do too. But my crafting friend, Diana, knit, yep, a linen, I think she did a tank top in this. and she had some left over. She knows that I love this color. Talk about a sunshiny color. It's about-ish 500 yards. So I was really hoping to make a tank top, and I looked at many, many different patterns of tank tops. There ain't no way this girl's gonna knit a tank top in 500 yards of fingering. It's just not like physically possible. Maybe like a bandeau, but I also am not really one that's ever gonna wear that. So it's okay if you are. It's not me. It's not me. So I've been kind of hanging on to this, you know, waiting for that inspiration. And I thought, you know what? It is like a cotton linen. And yep, 70% linen, 30% cotton. It's KnitPicks, Lindy chain, and honey. And I thought, you know, this actually is perfect for just a very small, lightweight summer scarf. So I've been kind of hanging on to it, trying to figure out what do I want to do with this. I just think that that's going to be really fun. Just a lightweight honey scarf. So that's my attitude of gratitude, because crafting friends are awesome. And we need to highlight how amazing our crafting friends are. So thank you, Diana. And yeah, I think that's kind of, I'm telling you guys, super, super short, because it's summer. I think last summer I even skipped some of my summer monthly updates because it's just so crazy right now. There's so much to do in summer, you know? And crafting is like one of them, but it's like a smaller, I mean, it's like even crafting time's getting tight because there's just so much to do. It's true, right? It's true. So anyway, just to recap then on a couple of things. Darkwater was on my list of sweaters I wanted to knit this year, so scratch that off as I grab my hair in front of my face. And still lifting. I haven't even tried for any PRs lately. I mean, it's just been so busy. Just getting to the gym has been tough. So I'm just happy that I'm still going. It is always a good time. So I'm glad I've set that time aside for myself. And no matter how busy I don't want to say no matter, because every once in a while I skip something, but it's pretty rare. And even when I skip, I try to do something else, like walk 20 minutes at home or something. But I've been really good about making sure I set that time aside for myself, for my own self-care, both physical health and mental health, emotional health. It's very mood stabilizing for me to hit the gym twice a week. Not much more than that. I just need the twice. Yeah. And I was doing some volleyball on Friday night. Sand volleyball was a lot of fun. But again, it's just a little crazy. I think there's another session. They started a new session, which I didn't start with them, but I think there's a session after that. So I might try and join that last one if things have started to die down just a smidge. But anyway, yeah, so I'm still working through those knitting goals that I made myself for the year, and still lifting. And I just finished the world's worst class. I mean, it's probably, I shouldn't say that, because I'm actually sure there's much worse classes out there, but it was tough. It was a tough 8 weeks. I walked in not understanding the topic. I walked out still fully not understanding the topic. There was drama, there was bullying, there was the worst excuse for communication. Like, it was just unnecessarily stressful. It was terrible. It really was. And so that actually, and then there was just so much work to do for it. So that was kind of the reason I wasn't able to knit there for a hot second, and it sucked. And even then when I didn't maybe have some downtime, I wasn't even in the mood to knit because I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just so drained, you know. So thankfully that's over. And I am now 6 months into this 3-year program. So I'm super excited about that. I'm like really excited about that because when I first joined, I didn't want to tell anybody because I thought, man, what if after one class or 2 classes or just a couple weeks, I realized, okay, Lens, this was a spur of the moment decision that maybe we should have thought through. And I still sometimes have that thought, but yeah, I'm 6 months in, I can't stop now. You know, that's kind of nice. So I'm in another class now. It's marketing. I at least understand the subject a little bit. It's not something I'm an expert in at all, which if you follow Linden Wool yarn at all, it's great yarn. I'm not the best marketer. I'm just not, you know, but it's wonderful yarn. So if you ever get some, I think people hear about the yarn that I dye more from word of mouth than anything that I do. It's just not my strong suit. Not that that's an excuse. I'm learning, and balancing. But yeah, so we'll see if I get anything out of this class. Well, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I really hope that you all are having an excellent summer for my Northern Hemisphere friends and an excellent winter for my Southern Hemisphere friends. I wish you all well. Thank you so much for joining me. If this was your first episode, this was pretty short and like short, sweet, to the point, and just kind of more of a check-in than anything else. Check out something else. One of my other videos, it might be a little more entertaining than this one. And I'm also speaking very quickly, so I can feel I'm trying to rush this. Yikes. All right. Because I'm professional. Okay. No, anyway. Hey, if you're here and having a good time, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I don't know. Go ahead. Whatever. Suits your fancy. I wish you all well, and have a great day.